Hello and welcome back. Today I thought we would have a look at some of my custom picks, so doing a bit of a show and tell video. So these are custom picks that I've made and also custom picks that I've got from other pick makers. So if you like a bit of pretty custom pick porn, a bit of a tongue twister there, then stay tuned. This video is for you. So first of all, we'll look at picks. I've got a bunch of picks here, which I'll go through in just a sec. So these are picks that I use daily, and these are commercially available picks that I've just put handles on. So they come like this. So the handle, I'll get you in focus. Yeah, the handle is the same thickness as the blade, and they're great to use because they're relatively cheap to buy, but they do get a little bit uncomfortable, quite sharp on the fingers. So what I've done with these ones is just put scales on them. So that's a purple heart, that's a Sparrow's SS Dev there. So I've got a whole variety of these. I'm not going to go through all of them. And I use these ones pretty much daily. A couple of special ones. This one here has got, you can just see there's 4 pieces of wood that make up the handles. Each scale is made up of 2 pieces. So I think we've got a light wood, which might be teak, and then we've got a bog oak, and this one's been finished in the CA glue, which gives you that really glossy finish. I've got a couple actually with a CA glue I did. This is a monkey paw. And they're really nice. They feel really slick, but I have found that you can just see it there. There's like a sort of white blemish. If the CA glue, and just there, just see a white mark. If the CA glue gets knocked, then you do get these white marks, and it shows up more on the dark wood. You've got one just there as well, just a slight blemish. And it's just a little bit of a shame. It did put me off using the CA glue finish too much. But they are nice, but I do actually prefer just the normal finished wood. So these ones have been finished with teak oil and beeswax and polished up. So yeah, really great. I would encourage anyone to, if you find these kind of picks uncomfortable, try putting some handles on them. Once you've practiced it, it doesn't take too long, and you can have some really comfortable picks, because holding these picks is a lot more comfortable than holding just those bare steel. But anyway, we're not really going to concentrate on those too much, more kind of full custom picks. But actually, before we move on to that, I just wanted to show off a couple of picks here. These are ones that I've recently finished. So these are the duplex picks from Lawlock. So you've got 2 picks on each end, and this one was again made from a dual wood. So we've got a, what's that? It's a cherry and a walnut. And this one's from some fancy schmancy acrylic that I bought, which is really nice, and we've got a really nice metallic fleck in it. Yeah, but these are super comfortable and really easy, because these come as these ones do. So just got kind of a thin steel, and then you can just pop these little handles on. Quite easy to do, quite quick to get a really comfortable pick. So that's those ones there. And I've got these ones here, which do look like full custom picks, but they're actually kind of a hybrid of the commercial picks with a handle. So what I've done with these ones is go back to this one here. So I got this pick blank, and I wanted to put handles on it, but I thought I wanted to experiment. So what I actually did is chopped it down about halfway, and as you can see there, this is a partial tang. So I chopped it down halfway, finished the tip, the tail, sorry, in a bit more of a point, and then I pinned it and cut through these cutouts to line up with those cutouts there, because I thought it looked pretty good. It was an absolute nightmare to do. It took ages. I perhaps didn't have the right tools to do it, but it does look nice, and the effort kind of pays off because it does look pretty. And this was another one of those that I recently completed. Once again, I cut the steel off just sort of halfway, so we've got a partial tang, and then just put it in this handle. And I've got to say, this is really nice. It's the super comfy pick, and of course you don't have to worry about making the tips, because that's already done for you. You just got to put those scales on. Anyway, let's move on now to full custom picks. So a lot of the full custom picks that I've made, I've given away or traded. I don't sell them, but I do give them away, or I trade them. And in fact, I went to the workshop the other day. I'll show you this. This is a piece of electrical conduit. So you would screw this piece to the wall, put your cables in it, and then put that cover on it. But what I do with this is I ship my picks in it. So if I'm ever sending any picks to anyone, obviously it would be longer than this piece. I put my picks in it with a little bit of padding, and it just protects them on their journey and stops them getting damaged. And that was a top tip from Matt's Lockpit, actually. But the reason I'm showing you this is because when I first started making picks and sending them out, I bought a length of this from B&Q, a local hardware store, and it was 3 meters long. And this is the only piece that I've got left. So 3 meters worth of picks, however many picks that is, I don't know. They're about, I don't know, you come down to about 200 mil to ship them. So that's how many picks I've sent out. So I don't know, I can't remember what those picks are, where they went, but yeah, just interesting to see that 3 meters almost of picks have been shipped out over the last couple of years. Anyway, this is one of the first full custom picks I made, which is really chunky. It's difficult to see from the video. I've got absolutely massive hands, so it probably looks quite small, but it's actually quite a big and thick, chunky pick. I really like this one. It's got a deep curve on it, which I use for, this is one of my favourites, for asses, just to kind of really lever up and get those high set pins. Yep, one of my favourite picks, use it all the time. My next one would be this one here. I absolutely love the handle on this one. I was experimenting with the Dremel and doing all sorts of, you know, sort of fancy carved angles rather than having something smooth like that. It's quite easy to do that kind of smoothing with a lot of sandpaper, but quite difficult to do sort of controlled contouring. So that was an experiment. And this is bog oak, which is a really, really nice wood. Kind of looks ancient. Well, it is ancient wood, actually. I think it's thousands of years old by the time it gets to this sort of black dark colour. But you get a real nice grain on it, and I much prefer that natural effect to my custom picks. So that's that one there. This one is my absolute favourite. Yeah, beautiful colour. Love this turquoise. And I use this one all the time. It's kind of a swooping gem style tip. But it's really comfortable. I kind of hold my picks like that, and I designed it really with my grip in mind. So I put my index finger there, and my thumb kind of sits there. And it's just super comfortable, and it's got me lots of opens, and it's one that I reach for all the time. So next up, you might have seen this one before. This was the one I made in my custom pick making video. So I made this one from scratch. Shaped the steel, shaped the handle, finished it all, and did a whole video build series on this. If you're interested in trying custom picks for yourself, or you want to see this one here and how I got to this finished pick, then I'm going to leave a link up there so you can see how that one was made. But this one's a cherry handle, nice and comfortable there. I like those sweeping curves when they kind of sit on the back of your index finger there as you're picking, really comfortable. And next up, the next one I made was this one here. So this is that fancy schmancy acrylic. I really like this. You can just see all the metallic kind of flecks in it. And of course it's been polished up to it within an inch of its life, which is fun to do, and does take a lot of elbow grease to get it all polished up and smooth. This one's got a little short hook on it, and I use this one all the time. Again, really comfortable, kind of designed for my way of holding the picks. So what else have we got? The final one, I completed this one recently. I think it's the last pick that I made, and this was an experiment to put brass liners in. In all the other picks that I've made, I've never put those liners in. So the liner, if I can get focused, sits, you've got the steel in the middle which runs all the way through, and then you've got brass which sits either side of that for the scales, and then you've got wood on top of that. And this one was cherry and walnut, I think, on the top. And I actually kept the offcut of this one and made, that's why I put that handle on there. So that one was just an offcut of that, so that was a little bonus. It's always good to keep all of the offcuts from your picks, I find, because they do come in useful. You can just glue them together, and then, you know, you can perhaps make another pick handle out of it. But yeah, this one's really nice. Quite a simple design, this one, but yeah, really comfortable and a great everyday pick. And because of that brass liner, there's just a slight weight in it as well, which is that's really nice. So that is my current custom pick. These are picks that I've made, sorry, and that I just made for myself and use daily. But I've also got some custom picks that I was lucky enough to receive from other pickers, so we'll have a look at those as well. The first one that I ever got was this one from RWB Custom Picks. He makes the awesome disc detainer pick, the stainless steel one. And this one is an absolute beast. It's really big and chunky, but as I said earlier, I've got big hands, so it's quite comfortable for me. And sometimes it's nice to have that, a really sort of thick handle, particularly if you're twisting around tight keyways. So yeah, comfortable pick, that one. I'm not sure of the wood on that one. It looks a bit like... no, I'm not even going to say. I don't even know what that is. So if you know RWB, let me know down below. The next ones I received were these ones here. I bought these from Matt's Lockpit. And these are Valerians, I think. These put handles on. But they're absolutely beautiful. Beautiful finish on them. And this one here has a G10 liner in it, which is, you can just see it like a black line either side of the steel there. Absolutely beautiful, really nice. And that one's my favourite profile, the teardrop. Yeah, really comfortable to use, great everyday picks. And the next one I got was this one here, which is a beauty from Picksmith. And again, I think he used a Lawlock pick, which is actually, it's that one there, isn't it? Yeah, like the Echo style. And then he's put handles on, and then he's gone to the trouble to cut out all of these cutouts, and I know how much trouble that is from when I did this pick down here. But he made an absolutely beautiful job of it. All of these ridges up here. Again, not sure of the wood, but yeah, really nice job, and yeah, lovely pick to have that one. Next up, I got another couple of these. These are Valerians as well, I think, and I got these from the legendary Harry Bow. And these were surprise picks. They just turned up out of nowhere, so really did appreciate that. And these ones, I don't know if it looks like a sort of bog oak possibly, but could be something else. I'm not an expert on woods. But what I really like about these is he's cast epoxy at the end. So we've got a key on that side, little padlock there, another key on that side, and another little padlock there. So it's a real nice touch, these. Really nice to have in the collection. And we're getting to the end of them now. So the next one, this is another Matt's Lockpit pick. I saw this one when he was having a bit of a sale on his website. I just fell in love with that shape. I really loved the symmetry of it. And you got this really long swooping tip, which is great for getting in certain keyways and getting them picked. But that one is really comfortable to hold. I might steal his design and make another handle out of it. But yeah, he's got these stainless steel pins in as well, and it tapers off to a really fine end. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Love that one. I think that's English oak handle on that one. And this one here I was sent by Kix Picks. I actually did a pick giveaway. The first, I made 3 picks. This one was one of them. And I made another one in, I think it was, I can't remember. But anyway, I did a giveaway. I think it was 100 subs giveaway or something like that when I first started the channel. And Kix Picks was one of the winners. And just to say thank you, he sent me this one in return. So he didn't have to do that at all. It was just a giveaway. But really nice to get. And this is his Phoenix profile, I think it's called. Kind of reminds me of a Harry Potter wand. Really nice and natural looking. And yeah, really comfortable to hold. And the final one, which this one actually I showed the unboxing of in a recent video. This was from Tiffany, the New Zealand pick maker. And this has fast become a favourite of mine. You've got the lime G10 liners, ebony handle, stainless steel pins, and we've got that teardrop profile. It was Tiffany that actually made the teardrop profile. And the first time I used it, it was one of my favourites immediately. For me, it was just like a magic key to open up a lot of locks, and it became a firm favourite of mine. But Tiffany actually said to me in the letter that he sent with this, that this pick is completely handmade. So I use a lot of machinery to make my picks. I use like, as you'll see from the video where I made this one, I use a pillar drill and a bench grinder and a belt sander and, you know, Dremel and that sort of thing. But he said he made this one completely by hand, which is really impressive when you know what goes into making these. And also sort of shaped that one by hand. And I think he said that he's only ever made 2 of these handmade teardrops. I think one went to Andy Law of Law Lock Tools, and I'm lucky enough to have the only other one, so to date anyway. So yeah, really like that one. Anyway, that is my custom pick collection to date. Hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoy looking at these. I really enjoy looking at other pick makers when they show off their picks. So I thought I'd show off mine. And yeah, if you fancy trying pick making for yourself, I'm going to leave a link. I left a link earlier up there, but I'll leave a link to that video series down below. It's a 4-part series, and it goes through all of the tools and all the stages required to make a full custom pick. Lots of information in there, and I hope it inspires you in the same way that I was inspired by other people to kind of get into making custom picks. Anyway, that's my video for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to let you just look at those beauties for a little bit longer, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later.